This year alone, let me list the countries I've been to without bragging. The only thing that Nigeria is really proud of today is entertainment. When Mo hits were Mo hits, everybody else looked up to them. If you abuse me on Twitter, I will abuse you. Do you understand? All radio stations want to be like us because we've got the beat, because we've got the beat, because we've got the beat. Hi guys, my name is Freeze. I work with 96.9 Coolfm and I'm live on FACTORY78. It's the Takeover, baby. Well, for those of you who don't know me, it's about 2% of the world. I'm joking. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a radio presenter. I go on the radio and I speak my mind. It's the best job in the world. I get to go everywhere in the world, from New York to Barcelona to South Africa and now here in London. And what do? I just speak what's on my mind and irritate the world. Yes. I would do the same thing even if I wasn't getting paid for it, you know, because I love to talk and I love to irritate the world. Well, like you said, it's a takeover. We're taking over. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go. The only thing that Nigeria is really proud of today is entertainment. You go to Barcelona. This year alone, let me list the countries I've been to without bragging. The US, the UK, South Africa, Barcelona, Paris. And none of these countries have the kind of bad roads we have in Africa. None of these countries have power cuts. You would be in a country for one whole week and there'll be not one power cut. The only time I ever experienced power cuts abroad was when I was in Lebanon. And why did they have power cuts? Because Israel bombed their power plant. And they had power cuts for 5 minutes every day. Never more than 5 minutes. Nobody's bombed us. Why do we still have power cuts? After all the promises and stories and all that. But the only thing is, you see, I was having a conversation with a South African girl. And she was showing me pictures on her iPhone. Pictures of Nigerian beaches with litter and filth. And she was making fun of us. And all of a sudden a phone call came in. And her ringtone was tun 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 tun. D'banj. Oliver Twist. So no matter what, entertainment, especially music, is currently making Nigeria very proud. I need to give it up to the likes of D'banj, Wizkid, Davido, P Square, Nice, Two-Face. These people these are the people Nigeria is showcasing to the world. We're proud of them. They're talented, they're intelligent, they're enterprising. They've conquered the world. My sister went to have a baby in Romania, and in her gym class, the song they used to train to every single day was D'banj's Oliver Twist, Far Away in Romania. So if there's anything Nigeria has that we should all be proud of, it's our music. I'll disagree that there's a glass ceiling. It was in existence a while ago, but right about now, we've broken almost all the frontiers and all the barriers. People like Wizkid record songs with Akon. I think Akon's been on like 4 or 5 different songs with Nigerian artists, from P Square through a lot of other people. Akon was also on Davido's remix. You know, we've had Rick Ross on P Square's song. Our music is no longer what it used to be. That little thing caged up in a little cube and it looked good from afar. No, we've taken over. D'banj is on Kanye West's record label. I've seen D'banj hang out with Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Jay-Z, Beyonce. It's a far cry from where it was 10 years ago. When you pay a Nigerian musician 100,000 naira, an A-list musician 100,000 naira for a performance, you're not going to get that in 2012. And in 2013, it's going to go even higher. because they're breaking more barriers, they're pushing the wall back, they're pushing the boundaries back, and they're taking over the world. D'banj and Don Jazzy are both talented. This is a subject I really would have loved not to comment about because I've gotten into a lot of trouble over this particular subject. So I will try to touch it with a long pole, and I'll try to eat with this subject with a long spoon so that I don't get into more trouble. But in a nutshell, D'banj and Jazzy are both very talented people. D'banj is an entertainer. Nigeria does not have another D'banj. There's no other entertainer that can match up to D'banj. And he's also a businessman. There are lots of people out there who know how to who know how to make good music, but are just not businessmen. D'banj knows how to sell his music. I think he's even a more talented businessman than even a musician. Now, Jazzy, on the other part, is a very talented producer. And his work with D'banj has been a marriage like bread and butter. You can't fail with bread and butter. I feel really bad that they broke up because I don't think any other... When Mo hits were Mo hits, everybody else looked up to them. I know a lot of people will disagree. I know a lot of people will say what they want to say, but I'm going to tell you right now, Mo hits were #1 as a record label in that because they had everything. They had the right packaging, they had the right producer, they had everything. So I feel really bad that they broke up. And I don't think Nigeria will be able to see another marriage like that in a long while. We're opening our very own television. It's called We TV. Coolfm has spawned 11 radio stations across Nigeria. It's Coolfm, Wazobia FM, and Nigeria Info. 3 radio stations in Lagos, another 3 in Port Harcourt, 3 in Abuja, and 2 in Kano. So right about now, when we're bringing our own television, We TV, the brainchild of Mr. Amin Musali, who happens to be my boss for the last 12 years. Fantastic gentleman. He is, I call him Isaac Newton. He's an inventor. He's beyond genius because he's a trained engineer. And while he's doing all this in entertainment, he still has his engineering firm running. He's doing super contracts across the world. His wife also has Chocolat Royale, which is one of the best restaurants, Cafe Royale to be precise, in Nigeria. So I'm lucky to be working with a genius. Right about now, I take every day as it comes. Sometimes I conquer, sometimes I'm disappointed. But as long as I wake up every single morning, I give thanks to God. I try not to plan too much. Some people say it's stupid. But do you know if there's going to be a war tomorrow that will wipe away the entire world? I know people who are on mortgage plans, trying to get their own houses in the UK, when the financial crunch came along and took away their jobs and their houses and everything. Nobody ever prays for those. We do a bit of planning, but I believe the Lord's leading me to where He wants me to be. Amen. Twitter, it's freeze_coolfm. I love Twitter, and I don't. I was actually forced to go on Twitter by my management. You know what, you have to be on Twitter. I'm like, it's not people like me that they are looking for on Twitter. Because me, I speak my mind. If you abuse me on Twitter, I will abuse you. Do you understand? If 100 people abuse me every day, I will abuse all of them and they will not be able to abuse me again. So if you're going to follow me on Twitter, just know that you have to tread carefully. And also, whatever I see that the government is doing that I do not like, that I cannot speak about on the radio, I speak about on Twitter. So you government better go and fix those roads and bring that electricity and provide pipe-borne water and make the country more secure. Or else you hear from me on Twitter. At least the Twitter laws haven't gotten to Nigeria yet. On Facebook, it's facebook.com freezecoolfm. And don't forget the Coolfm website, www.coolfm.us. Okay? And you can catch me on the radio 3 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. every single weekday on 96.9 Cool FM Lagos, numero uno. All radio stations want to be like us because we've got the beat, we've got the inspiration, we've got the rhythm all packaged in one. So don't try to divide it and go elsewhere. Did I throw stone? Don't I always?